How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another video, and I haven't recorded anything in the last week or so just because there wasn't anything that I wanted to cover or talk about. But in the last week that I haven't been doing much on YouTube, I got recommended a video by a streamer slash YouTuber called weestlive, and he was covering a game called Rioters 2025. Now, the reason why I wanted to talk about this game is because what he had found out is that the game from Steam, mind you, is a crypto miner, right? And that's, dude, that's just wild. So the reason why this is kind of important is because, well, it's on Steam, right? Aside from that, you're paying for like $4 or $5 from the game. And the guy Weast, when I was watching the video, I'm probably gonna add a clip in there while I talk about this, just because he actually has video proof of him finding out in the task manager that, or on his like OBS like recording thing, when you select a platform to record, it didn't say Rioters 2025. It said something else. It said fennec binaries or fennec win64 shipping. I don't remember exactly what it was, but it didn't say the title of the game how it normally would. And if you stream, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But the reason why I wanted to cover this moreover is because it's kind of odd, man. Look, you're buying a game for $5 on Steam, and the devs already, profiting from the game sales. And on top of that, what he did was he added a crypto miner in the background. So what I did was what anybody else would do, like the guy Weast on YouTube. He went to steamdb, right, and you can check the patch notes and everything else that's been done on the back end of the game. So pretty cool tool. I'm gonna leave it in the description if you guys want to use it in the future to verify games or just put your mind at ease. So if we jump into the actual steamdb page, we could see that let's go back on June 25th, right, Friday. There's an update to the game called No Title. The build is 6935610, and if you click on it, you could see that this is the first time that he adds the fennec binaries and then removes the actual content from the game, like actual Rioters game content. And then if we move up a little bit more, July 12th, version 1.24, he removes the fennec shipping binaries, whatever you want to call it, and then adds more Rioters 2025 content. Just a couple of hours later, he updates it again, July 12 at 4:37 p.m. The build 717094, no title again, and then he adds the fennec shipping and removes Rioters 2025 content. And this is the very last time that this comes up on any of the patches, all the way from July 12th to July 17th, which is v1.26. Everything else seems pretty standard, and it's just an update to the fennec thing. Every single update that he's had, it's just an update to that. So as of now, if you plan on buying the game, which I don't know why you would, the game's like literally low effort. I could run that shit on my game if I wanted to, or I could run that on my phone if I wanted to, I'm sorry. But the fact is that it's still an active thing on the back end of the game. So if you download or buy the game, then you're getting the miner. You're getting the game as well, but like I said, it runs like garbage. And on the back end, if you look at your task manager, it's going to be leveraging your system's GPU at 100%, which, like I said, the guy's profiting off the game. So if you run the game, you're running the miner basically. And if you know how miners work, you download a miner and then it's attached to a wallet that each and every time that your system reaches a peak goal of per day, so I don't know, let's say 2 BTC per day, right? If you reach that goal, then you get paid out, and that's in your wallet, and you can redeem that based on whatever minimum they have. And that's what this is doing. So I'm assuming the guy has his miner, implements it into the game's backend, and it's tied to a wallet that he has control over, the access on the keys, right? So whatever you're mining when you're playing the game, he's just profiting it off of, because it's being dumped into his wallet. So not only does he profit from that, he profits from this, which is not a scam in a sense. It's scummy, sure, but you are getting a game when you buy the game. It just doesn't run very well, and it runs something else in the background, right? And that leads me to my next point. when you buy games off of Steam, you're typically downloading an exe file, right? Every game has an executable file because you need to execute something in order to load up the game. Well, if you know anything about exe files, you can add anything to it. Like in this case, you can add a miner in the background, launch the game along with that software. So if people are doing this with, crypto miners, they can do this with anything. They can do this with Trojan ransomware, and then they can get access to your sensitive information, right? I'm assuming a lot of people keep sensitive information, their passwords, logins to bank accounts, just a bunch of things that you don't want anybody else having access to. I haven't heard of anything like that happening, but I'm assuming that if they can do that, then they can do anything else. But this isn't just necessarily on like the gamer side that affects them, right? If people are doing things like this, like I said, I don't know if this is illegal or not. I would assume so, but like I don't know anything about game law or laws in general regarding these type of things. But crypto's a fairly new thing, so there are a lot of things that are ambiguous in this sense as well, right? I don't know if this is legal to add that in the background, but if you're on the side of crypto where you're pro crypto, you don't want to be seeing things like this, because then it just affects the essence of having crypto, right? Decentralization, cryptocurrencies, and things like that. Coins that actually have utility and then bring things to the space that will help it. Not meme coins. And then speaking of meme coins, the coin that the guy is basically mining isn't something like Bitcoin, Ethereum, or anything like that. I'm assuming it's a coin that he might have, invented. I got to do a little bit more research on that, but it's called fennec token, and that's exactly what we were looking at before when I mentioned all those patches in the steamdb page, right? Fennec is the fennec miner that he added, and it's also the token. So, it kind of made sense. I looked it up on YouTube. It's a token, and based on however much work the system needs to do like the proof of work in order to mine them, he might be getting a good chunk of change. I don't really know, because the token is worth like a millionth of a cent. So he might be getting good returns on this. I'm not too sure. Maybe it was just an experiment that he had. Maybe he plans on doing this with something else. But, I don't really know too much. I haven't dug deeper in this. I just wanted to cover the base layer to get the information out there so people wouldn't buy this game. But aside from that, going back to my last point, if you're pro crypto, you don't want to be seeing things like this. It just takes away from the actual, essence of the market space. But if you're against crypto, this just gives fuel to those who don't want decentralized currencies or decentralized exchanges or anything like that. And then it further proves that it's just a scam, a rug pull, a pyramid scheme, whatever you want to call it. Not that there isn't a bunch of scams out there. So, it is what it is. But on the gaming side of things, it's just, I don't know, it's kind of scummy just to do this on the back end. But yeah, I wanted to cover this really quick. The whole takeaway of this video is that if you're pro crypto, against crypto, this is, good or bad. If you're a gamer, this is definitely bad, because you don't want to be having a lot of leverage on your system and things like that. But aside from that, it's just, like I said, a warning. Just be safe out there. Look at what you're downloading, in particular if they're indie games. You don't want to download anything that could be malicious on your system. And that was just basically the point of this video. I'm going to leave all the links down below of my sources where I got all this information from, so you can go and verify it yourself, just so you don't think I'm spewing bullshit. Like I said, I don't necessarily know too much of fennec token. I don't really care for the token, so I haven't done any research on it. But if you're, interested in it, then there it is. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. I have a few other videos coming in the future. Hopefully I can get them out in a timely manner. But yeah, if you guys like this video, then make sure to comment, like, subscribe, and let me know what your thoughts are on this crypto miner running in the background of a game. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys. See you guys next time.